We're rolling.
We're rolling.
We are rolling, Maggie.
We're rolling.
We are rolling.
Good morning, I'm Maggie Reese.
And I'm John McManamy.
Awesome, and we're coming to you.
I am awesome.
Yeah, we're both
and
awesome.
You're awesome too.
We are awesome.
You're awesome. And you're awesome.
And we're coming to you live from outside the shack today.
Outside the shack.
Yes. And
because we're not good enough to get inside the shack today.
not today, but another day you'll see us back in the shack. So what are we doing today, John?
It's show and tell day today,
Oh,
Maggie.
it's like we're back in kindergarten. I kind of like that.
We're back in kindergarten, and why not? You know.
I know.
I just can't wait to show you some of my things I bought.
I can't wait to see it. Can you get one of those? Tell us about whatever you're going to get out. This is kind of exciting.
Okay, well, I think I'll show you first.
Awesome. All right. I have no idea, by the way. So, well, there we go. We've got the president and the king and King Richard next. What does it say? Oh, King. What am I saying? And the King Richard Nixon Library. Awesome. So we've got two. Take us away on that one, John. That's awesome. I don't even know what to say there.
This is my Richard Nixon, Elvis Presley
There we go.
coffee mug.
Yes. I was just all. Okay, those are two random situations put together on this cup. You've got to tell us about this mug. I love it.
Okay, well, I went to the Richard Nixon Library with a friend.
I've always wanted to go there.
Yeah.
Oh, lucky.
Now
It's up
Loma
in-
Linda.
Yeah, Loma Linda. That's right.
Loma Linda. Okay, it's near where he was born and raised.
Yes.
Okay, and it has a whole bunch of cool stuff. Now, he's a very controversial president.
Yes.
A very interesting one. Okay,
Totally.
so, I think the common conception, which is true, he was a real dirtbag. He had a real dark side, but so many biographies are written about him because he was so contradictory. On one hand, he appealed to the worst instincts of America, but on the other, he was surprisingly liberal and thoughtful. And this drives people nuts, which is why they write big, thick books about him. And one of the interesting things, he was also an introvert. So he was an introvert in an extroverted calling.
Which, that's like you.
Yeah, it created, yeah. So I'm an introvert, but I'm not crazy enough to run for president. But
Yeah, me neither.
So he's an introvert living in a fishbowl, literally.
Yeah.
And he's having to put himself into very awkward situations, and he'd come across as socially awkward and jerky. But if he prepared himself well, wrote his speeches in advance, he could write thoughtful things.
Right.
And then if he prepared, he could say them in a thoughtful way and propose thoughtful policies.
Right.
But then if he let his dark side get to him,
Right.
he'd be impulsive and do all kinds of crazy things, and he'd have to rely on his aides to rescue him.
Right.
So
right.
during Watergate, he had the wrong aides around him who only got him stuck deeper in it.
In the mess, yeah.
In the mess, and he went crazy in the end. He lost his marbles.
Yeah.
This is the stresses of office. So the crazy thing is here. Okay, so we have another crazy guy,
Yeah.
Elvis.
Oh, yeah.
Now he just happened to show up at the White House one day, and some of Nixon's White House workers, so
this is a true
They opened the door.
meeting of those two together.
it's a true meeting of. They took him
It was like,
into their employees' cafeteria, and somehow the word circulated up to his higher aides that we've got Elvis in the building. Elvis has entered the White House.
Yes.
So
get a pick. We
so
gotta do
it's
it all.
like, okay, we got to tell our boss.
Yes.
So now Richard Nixon was the total square guy.
Yes.
So I'm trying to imagine Nixon with Elvis, and Elvis by this time is a huge drug user.
Yes.
But he wanted to be an honorary DEA agent, and if he was entitled to be an honorary DEA agent, he would have been allowed to carry
Right.
a gun on an airplane.
Awesome.
So we have these two crazy guys.
Yes.
One almost into his Watergate period.
Yeah.
And the other Elvis into his
Yeah.
bloated, about to be dead in 2 years period.
Yes. Where he was done.
So-
That is a crazy cup right there.
So that's my crazy show and tell. What
I
do you
like
got?
that.
What do you got for show and tell, Maggie?
Man, I don't have anything crazy that I brought out. I like that. I'm like, I got nothing.
Yes, you do.
Mine are kind of lame. I like that. Well, okay, so I'll bring out my bowl because this is actually something I do all the time, and it's really weird, but I collect these white rocks at the beach.
Okay, cool.
Fill one of them.
Right.
They're just like super smooth, and there's not that many of them.
Is it like a large grain of sand, would you say?
I don't know, but it's just they're
Smoothed out. They're
so,
really cool.
They're so smooth, and there's not that many of them, so they're kind of like a treasure on the beach.
Okay.
And so I go along and I pick them up, and it's like
relaxing. Funny thing is,
I don't know.
I don't know a single woman who doesn't love a rock or a piece of jewelry. So.
Oh, there you go.
And
must be part of
and some of the women
situation.
I hang around with, they love their crystals and stuff.
Yeah. And I don't know, I like these rocks. Yeah,
they're beautiful.
As I would go, because my psychiatrist used to be over in Del Mar, so I would get there early, and then I'd walk along the beach and collect these, and then I was like, I should put them on display in my house, and I don't know. I go to thrift stores a lot, and I found this little dollar bowl, and I put them in there, and I just have it as part of my display.
And Maggie has a very beautiful house inside. It's so inviting. You can't help but have your mood lift inside the house.
Yeah, I try.
And this is kind of part of the...
Yeah, part of my, I don't know, it's just part of me. I like collecting.
And this is also your artsy, craftsy side of you.
Kind of, yeah. I would definitely say I'm not the crafty person that goes to Michael's and creates stuff. I can create things just from outside.
But this is simple.
Yeah, this is simple,
it still takes a creative mind to think, okay, I'm going to put these rocks in a bowl and make it something beautiful.
Yeah, and it sits out in my house like as a pretty display.
And it's low maintenance too. I mean, you don't have to water it. You don't have.
Yes, which I do kill a lot of things sometimes. If it's not on my drip system, I kill a lot of plants. So rocks don't die.
So if you've got a brown thumb,
yes.
Collect rocks.
Collect rocks. It's super fun.
Yeah. What else? What else you got in there?
Okay, so I brought. Well, you said rocks and jewelry.
Okay.
So I love this necklace because it's like just bright and flashy, and I got this in Saint Remy in France, in southern France.
Okay, that's Van Gogh territory.
Yeah, Van Gogh territory, and.
It's kind of like the Red Paul Gauguin.
I know. This thing is like a showstopper, and I'm one of those people that I like to be super different when I dress up, and maybe that's why I went to fashion school for a couple years. I just wanted to be in the whole fashion industry, so I like things that are kind of crazy.
They make you feel better. Right?
And it makes you feel better, and I saw this at a flea market in France, and I love flea markets. Love them. I go crazy at a flea market, and it was this.
When I've been with a woman, I've never been able to get a woman out of a flea market that day. You know?
I know. It's just I hate shopping like at a shopping mall.
Oh, I hate shopping malls.
Yeah, but if it's a flea market and I'm in Europe, I'm like, this is awesome. Like there was so many old things that I wanted to take, and this thing had been in this lady's house for I don't know how old it is, but she had been with her a long time.
Yeah. What's on the back of it there?
It's I don't know, some kind of metal or something, but anyways, she wanted to get. You could tell she was going through a rough time, and I was like, man, I want to give that a good home. So I think about that lady in France and the trip, and it brings me to a happy place.
Yeah. So once again, bringing you to a happy place.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll show you a couple of things.
He's gonna do some other interesting item.
Oh no!
After the Nixon thing.
That probably should have led up to my finale.
I know, that was awesome.
How can you top? Okay.
Oh, that's cool. Whoa, what are those things?
These are clapsticks.
Oh, there we go. Another odd item.
Okay.
I like this.
Now, I'm not sure if they're genuine Aborigine.
Whoa, I had never seen those. Well, that's so cool.
Now, they've got sort of up on the top end of Australia.
Okay.
In fact, I think most Aboriginal cultures in Australia, they have clapsticks.
That's
and
awesome.
They're used in their ceremonial purposes.
Right.
Often they will be used to call the meeting to order, and they keep rhythm.
That's awesome.
Okay, so in fact, I can I can bring out another item because it's associated with another instrument, and I'll give you one guess. So if you want to try clapsticks, okay, and I will just go off camera for a second.
I know what he's gonna get.
And
and I can sit here and entertain you guys with my clap rhythm because I'm so awesome at this.
Oh, you are awesome, Maggie. Yes, that is your middle name. Okay.
I'm gonna do my clappers.
Okay, this is the didgeridoo. Okay, now this is a California version of the didgeridoo.
Oh, very cool.
The Aboriginals have their didgeridoos that are made out of hollowed out eucalyptus from termites.
Right.
So, now, didgeridoo, clapsticks, practically all the Aboriginal cultures across the whole continent of Australia have clapsticks, but only a few Aboriginal groups have the didgeridoo.
Right.
And so usually they will have kind of a trio, or even a quartet. They will have in their ceremonies clapsticks, a singer, dancers, and a didgeridoo.
Oh, interesting.
But we can do didgeridoo and clapsticks, and you just basically clap out a beat. Yeah. And, okay, so, and then... Okay, pick it up, Maggie. Yeah, let's, yeah. Yeah. So you've got your kick-ass boots.
Oh yeah. So I don't know if everyone can see those. Maybe.
Yeah.
Like this. I can bend really good because of yoga. So yeah, with these boots, I love cowboy boots. I'll just show them real quick too, from like this. You can see these boots, right? So there we go. It's like for me, go back to the necklace. I like fashion, right? And I like to be different, and you can be really different with a big, awesome pair of cowboy boots. And that have turquoise and flowers. And
you're not going to feel too depressed when you wear those.
I know. So when I feel like I need a power boost, I'm like, I'm going to put on my boots. And I've even worn these to like fancy occasions, and nobody cares about my outfit. They always go, man, that's a really cool pair of boots.
Yeah, it's like your superhero boots.
It's my superhero boots, so it's always good to be different with stuff. I love that.
Yeah, don't be afraid to be different, folks, because we are different.
Yeah.
Okay.
So why are we trying to fit in when
why
we're never
are we
going to
trying to fit in? Because and this is really an important recovery lesson. We're never going to fit in. If you're trying to please people,
doesn't work.
People might think I'm a little weird playing the didgeridoo, but actually it's opened up so many social avenues for me, because through the didgeridoo and through doing some of my weird stuff, I've actually found tribes of people that I can really relate to and relate to me, that validate me and support me, rather than being around people I'm trying to please, who I'm never going to please, because I'm never going to fit in with them.
No.
So I've finally gotten smart in my old age. It's like, why do I need these people? Now I know if you have to work and show up, you've got to network with certain kinds of people, and you just have to make the best of it. But in your free time, or if you can organize your life about your own differences, and your own differences are not differences to you, they're what's natural and normal. Mm-hmm. And get that pair of kick-ass boots. Wear that piece of jewelry.
Get your instruments.
Get your instruments or your coffee mug. Do stuff that reflect who you are.
I agree.
I have an attitude that, things are just things. It's our spirit that counts, but also sometimes our things reflect who we are. So I hope we've given you kind of a good demo of that.
Definitely.
And I don't think I have to say any more, other than we can show our, speaking of things to collect, here's my book, and here's...
This is not just up and, not just up, why am I saying that? Not just up and down. There we go. I'm freaking out here. But anyways, this is John's book that he wrote, and he's got a whole series that you can follow, and it's just it like dives down deep into the different aspects of bipolar and stories from other authors as well in here. So it's a really good read.
And books are part of the things I collect too, along with coffee mugs and shakers and stuff. Books are my friends. So when somebody comes into my house, they see books, and Maggie's book is in my bookcase.
Oh, yay!
Yay!
Well, John's are in mine. That's
yeah,
for sure.
and so Maggie's Maggie's book is my friend as well as Maggie being my friend. So this is an excellent story of what happened to Maggie at 19 when she experienced her first manic episode, and how her family came together through it. So I encourage you to check this out, and her next book's going to be Runaway Mom. And also check us out on YouTube, subscribe to our channel, and get on our email list.
Yeah,
So,
we'll keep shooting you guys lots of fun videos. So
We'll-
thanks for tuning in.
Yep, thank you. That's a
right.
wrap. Oh, we winged that one.
You are so good at coming up with ideas.